Hello, everybody. Welcome to Menhera Monday. It's me, your host, wishing you a very happy Menhera Monday. Yes, I know, Zana. I delayed it, and I didn't tell anyone. I delayed it. Anyways. Here it is. We're here. We got it. We are balling. Cock dick balling, if you will. Which is the best way to be doing. It's a normal intro now. Are you disappointed, Salad? I think a lot of people are disappointed by the change in intro. They liked the special one I made. But, you know. But hello, Sakura. Congrats on being first. Hello, Unknown. Congrats on being second. Hello, Salad. Congrats on thinking that you missed the notification or something. Hello, welcome, Toy Blocks. Welcome to this place. Congratulations on lurking. And being at work. Hello, Zana. Hello, Skylar. Hello, J-Dog. Hello, Chifer. The one and only Chifer. And did I get everyone? But yeah, welcome. We are here in this place. It is that time of the week. The time of the week that we love and we hate. We hate it because it's when a lot of us go to work and shit. We love it because I'm here. And you all love me and I'm the best. So, what's there not to love? We're here. Me and Baki are sick? No! You mean love sick? Fucking each other under the freaking desk or whatever? I don't know. Or... Is it an S... Is it an... I think those are called STDs. That you have, yeah. Hello, Peachy. Oh, thanks for stopping by, even though you can't stay. Hi. You want a million kisses? A million? Can you handle doing a million kisses? That would take a long time. Are you really committing to that, Peachy? Holy crap. Is that a million kisses each? Or a million kisses divided between all of us? This is important. Alright, well. Today and tomorrow off work as well. I had to go to urgent care. I have an ear infection. Oh god. Urgent care? Was that bad? Damn. Seems like you're off work. So, I mean, it's nice that you're off work, but I don't know. Maybe your issue is making it harder to enjoy it if your ear's hurting. Hopefully you can enjoy it a little bit. 7 hours makeup session would make up for it. Make up for what? Hang on, it's not showing the whole chat. Yeah, you're being so Sarah. I'm gonna be real though, guys. The reason I didn't announce the delay was because I thought no one was paying attention. So congrats on. I'm glad to see that you guys actually noticed. Okay. But yeah, I was going past time. I was like, alright, you know what? I'm just gonna start streaming when I do and not announce the delay. I'm gonna, whatever time I get back, whatever time I'm ready to start. Because, like, no one was saying anything in general, so I was thinking to myself, like, oh, maybe no one cares. Maybe they'll just wait till the notification. We're obsessed with you. We were waiting. That's very sweet. Hello, Lily Hannah May. Welcome. Speaking. Did you call Lily lad? Lad? That's for boys. Alright. Music time. Alright. Don't know if you guys can hear that. Well, you can. Lily is a good lad. Monday is Menhera Monday day. What? What are you talking? We don't discuss incest on this channel. That's weird. We don't do that. No. 0 streams without incest mention. Incest Monday? Bro. How many fucking people are gonna avoid watching me because the incest is everywhere? I miss Missionary Mondays. Now that sounds awesome. Missionary Mondays. Okay, well. What was I gonna say? Oh, you're chilling outside the pharmacy. Each. Oh, we're getting 1,000,000 kisses each from Peachy. Damn. Wow, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, speaking of being obsessed with me, bro, I had a strange interaction in my YouTube comment section. So, like, on my latest video about the freaking, what is it? About the yandere who catches you escaping, my latest ASMR video, someone commented being like, yo, this is so cool. Are you like this in real life? And I just thought I wanted to be funny, okay? I was just like, oh, this is gonna be funny. I replied saying, yep, I'm psychotic in real life. I've murdered several people. With like, and I put like a heart. And then she was like, oh my god, that's so hot. Please marry me or something. And then she posted a second reply being like, I just know we're meant to be, babe. You replied to my comment out of everyone's. I just know we're meant to be, and you love me, and I love you more. Something, it was basically that, and I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have replied. Maybe I shouldn't have. That was you? Was it really? That was so over the top, though. Was it actually you, or are you joking? What do you mean something else? Person asked was you? That was you? Was it really? Bulletproof Bish is admitting. Oh, that was me who asked if you were live. Oh, no. I was, okay, wait. I thought you were saying you were the person in the comment section. I was like, huh? Seems a little out of character. Saw that comment. Yeah. How'd you see that comment, Sakura? How many times? That was a recent comment. How many times have you watched that video, Sakura? Do you like revisit it every day? Huh? Not that I think it's a bad thing. Sarah has 10 alt account just to simp for exhibit. Probably. It was me exhibit. Oppa. Damn. Oh, I just knew. Just knew it had to be you, Salad. So you go back to the video just to find the identity. Yeah, it's freaking wild. You wanna know something? I kinda wanna show it on the screen. It's a little hard to show it though. One sec. But yeah, let's take a look at this. Here, hang on. Well, maybe I shouldn't show it, because then it's like, because, I don't know, I'm like lambasting a person on the stream. I feel like it's not that bad to me to do that, because I'm like a small creator, but like, if I were a big creator, it'd be kind of weird to do that, because everyone would probably like, go make fun of him. Anyway, it was funny, it was weird, it was strange, but like, I don't care. By the way, girl pick me at the airport. The cops are getting suspended. Why are all them ugly, by the way? What are you talking about, Chifer? I don't think I understand. Remember when that one person joined the Discord thinking it was going to be at BDSM meetup place? Yeah, they were like, hey guys, I saw the what was it? I saw the yandere servant video. Sorry, not the... I saw the vampire turns you into his servant video. I want to be someone's servant. Who wants to be my master? And it was like, okay, bro. No, this isn't what the server's for. I know I make strange videos and stuff, but my Discord is very normal. We don't do weird things there. We don't do weird things there. No, no, no. It's a normal place with normal people. We do normal things. Bad. Don't be weird. I just rewatched accidentally. Accidentally? There's literally a comment with the name Sarah and the username sloppy job to evident. Yeah, I mean I saw Sarah's comment. You liked it, Exhibit, don't lie. Not really. That one was just it was here's the thing, right? I like being fawned over and simped over, but that comment just had a weird energy to it, right? It also doesn't, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It was like how do I explain it? I'll read it out word for word. It's like, I don't know, it's like the way, do you know how like people how do I put it? It's like it's all written in like text speech, you know, like texting language. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Yes, we all accidentally watch Exhibit's ASMR videos. Yeah, by accident, for sure. I accidentally touched myself to your videos. That does happen sometimes. What do you mean this community is not for servants to find masters? I'm at Peachy here? Yeah, well, that's a good point. Alright, I think it's time for me to actually read through these now. Alright, this week's question is... what's a work of fiction you think everyone should see, and why? First answer. Anything with cock. Written by Zana. It's very, very original. Would never expected that. Whoa, that's so crazy, guys. That's so crazy. That's such a surprise. I didn't know. Wow, that's so imaginative. I can't believe it. I'm flabbergasted. No, I can't believe someone wrote a cock. What? That's so, I've never seen that before. It's never happened. Why is everyone talking about Old Boy again? Exhibit Oppa, we're meant to be because you looked in my direction once. Yeah. The thing is, I think it makes a little bit of sense to obsess over me after you've, like, interacted with me, like, a tiny bit, or you've, like, seen what I am like. But you, like, watch one ASMR video, and then you're like, bro, I want to marry you. It's like, do you not know that there's other, like, ASMR creators who have nice voices? Like, are you gonna, like, you're obsessed with me, right? Are you gonna leave me when you hear someone else's voice and theirs is nicer? Like, how does this work? Like, is this how you base your soulmate? Like, who your soulmate is on? Just, like, how someone's voice sounds in an ASMR video? I don't know. Didn't expect that one, neither did I. That was crazy. Oppa. Why is Prague talking about Old Boy again? Wait, is that your favorite? Yeah, that's your favorite fucking movie. In fairness, it's a good movie. It's just, I feel like Prague likes it for all the wrong reasons. Because, like, the plot twist is supposed to be disturbing. It's supposed to put you off. I feel like that made Prague like it more. Right? You're supposed to feel weird about the fact that the main character has been fucking his daughter this whole time. It's supposed to be a really weird, uncomfortable twist. And Prague is here like, it's my favorite part of the movie. It's why it's like, bro. You acknowledged my existence once, so you should pump babies in me. You know, it's not the worst offer to be given, in fairness, but... It is a spoiler, Baki, but at the same time, I feel like the only people here who would... I feel like people here won't watch it unless you give them the twist, because that's the thing that got Prague to watch it. But yeah, anyway, next week gonna be the best ever answers from me. What? You don't even know what the next question is gonna be. How are you gonna know what your answer is gonna be? Alright. Yeah, see, Prague freaking loved it. What the hell? Okay. Well, we're gonna read the next one. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once, and why? Undertale, or at least Deltarune, because it is the peak of the internet. Written by Riley. So I wouldn't say peak of the internet, but I did like Undertale a lot. It was such a cool, heartwarming little story, where you get to make lots of lovely little friends. And it's just a nice little story about overcoming conflict with love. And it's really sweet, and optimistic, and hopeful, and like emotional and stuff, you know? It's like very hopeful. There's such a strong theme of hope. Of like, you know, if you believe, then you can do anything. You can, you know, and it's like, it's kind of like a generic thing, you know, like power of friendship or whatever, but it's like, you know, who cares, you know? It's like, that's a good message, you know? It's nice to say that we can overcome hate with love, you know? That we can overcome these things that divide us, you know? Whether you're a man or monster. You know? And I thought that was very nice and touching. It touched me. It touched me good. So, I think Undertale is a very good game. I think everyone should play it. I think everyone should try it. Alright? And don't start with the genocide route, please. Play the normal way first, and then maybe do don't do genocide. Don't kill the nice creatures, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. They're my friends. Don't kill them. But I disagree with you when you say it's the peak of the internet, because the Undertale community, at least in the beginning, it's not that bad now, but like, it was a bit toxic in the start. There was some weird stuff going on there. It was not always the most pleasant. It's a lot nicer now, because I think a lot of them grew up, you know, it was like mostly children into it before. Now it's like, you know, it's sort of healing. It's a little bit like the Five Nights at Freddy's community, in that, like, it used to be... Five Nights at Freddy's community was freaking terrible, but now it's, like, pretty normal. Like, you know, we grow up, we live and we learn, and we learn to stop drawing Foxy having sex with Freddy. Or at least we learn to do that, but then we do it a little more tastefully, and we don't, like, show it to the people who don't want to see it, you know? I think at the end of the day, that's what matters in life. It's, if you're going to draw a picture of Foxy having sex with Freddy, you should do it tastefully, and show it to the people who want to see it. I think that's an important lesson to learn in life, personally. And I think at the end of the day, that's one of the most important things, you know? And that's all I have to say about that. Them's the facts. Bully Sarah Monday. Are you guys bullying Sarah? What are you guys doing? Didn't realize my name was Undertale. Right. Tasteful animatronic porn. Yeah, I mean... yeah. Guys, stop talking about incest. I am not even talking about it that much. I'm not even talking about incest. You guys are bringing it up again, just randomly. They're bullying you? What are you guys doing to her? What are you guys doing? Okay. But yeah, Undertale's cool. Should all play it. You know, give it a try. Has the Exhibit A seal of approval. Alright, next one. Alright. How to Train Your Dragon, the new live-action movie, is amazing, although it is basically the first animated movie that was turned into live-action. Makes it feel more real, and the music that was composed in it was amazing, but the movie itself is just fantastic and well put together in the way of it being about Vikings and dragons, written by Zana. So wait, are you... So I think Zana here is specifically recommending the live-action version, which is a bit of a hot take, because I think a lot of people stand by the animated version and don't, if anything, are kind of annoyed that they made a live-action version. I don't have feelings on it because I haven't seen the live-action version. I don't know if they butchered it. I don't know if they made it good. I don't know what they did. You know? So, yeah, I don't know. But I don't think it was necessary. The original, like, animated version was already good. So I don't see why they had to do it, like, again. But, I mean, maybe it's good. If it is, then great. That's great. I'm probably... You know, but it's interesting that you bring this up, because it's definitely a controversial suggestion. Because a lot of people are going to come at you for this. A lot of people don't think the live action... A lot of people don't think we should be making live action adaptations of animated movies. You know? And I kind of agree. I mean, if you made like a really good one, maybe it would be fine. And maybe this is good, I don't know. I haven't watched it. Haven't even watched the animated version? Salad! You need to watch it! What the hell? You ever watched How to Train Your Dragon? Love to see the dragons more sort of realistic. Yeah, I guess that you prefer that kind of dragon. Just saying they did the animated version justice. Okay, well that's good. Just checked, it got good critical reception. Oh, so it actually did. People actually all think it turned out well. Well, that's cool. That's kind of a first, because I feel like with most live-action adaptations of animated stuff, everyone hates it. Because, like, a lot of them have turned out genuinely bad, but I guess this is the first time it turned out well. Like, live-actions in general, I'll always stand by the fact that the Snow White live-action is the worst one to ever be made. Right, I've heard bad things about that one. Apparently it's just really boring. Never watched How to Tame Your Dragon on Entertainment anyways, I didn't need a guide. I don't know, taming dragons is tough. Hello, Belle, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Just got out of class, first day of uni. Oh, good luck with that. You're gonna be busy as hell, aren't you? You're not gonna miss my streams now, frick. It's gonna be like the old days where you only popped in every now and then. Everyone's always getting busy with their lives and they can't be here anymore. Frick, man. It's not fair. I have two wolves inside of me, okay? I have two wolves inside of me. One of them is the wolf that wants to, like, get rich so that I can pay all of you to, like, not have to work so you can just watch my streams. The other wolf inside me is the wolf that wants all of you to give all of your money to me so that I can live a comfy life, and then I become rich from that. The second one is more realistic, because I need... If I'm gonna get rich, it's gonna be from YouTube and from streaming and all that. Where's the money gonna come from? I'm not gonna win the lottery. This is my day off this week. Oh, frick, salad. Did you quit their life and just devote to you? If only they could. Exhibith is an alpha, yes. Also, I try to make them nothing but the best for my OG king. My OG king? That's very sweet, thank you. Yeah, I guess it did start with me, huh? Like, you've discovered new creators and stuff, but, like, you kind of started from me. I'll always hold that title. I'm your first, Belle. I'm your first. Your first, stream. I mean, I don't know if I'm your first streamer. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I had someone else, but... Or first, like, small streamer that you, like, show up in the chat of at least. Like, maybe you watched big streamers before, like freaking Gargura or whatever, but... I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna assume things. You can tell me what you mean by OG King. Are they nodding? Stop. Stop. You want to get rich with our money to be our sugar daddy? That sounds like a freaking life hack and a half, to be honest. Maybe late here and there, but my schedule is still freshly new, so stuff can change now. Legally, I'm a test subject, just so I can get an A for this psych class. Good luck with that. Hope it goes well. Exhibit, you were my first time, but thanks to you I discovered other good ASMR artists. Hell yeah. Exhibit is my first ASMR artist and streamer. Hell yeah, I'm so many people's first. My first streamer that I actually like, plus it's that thanks to your streams that I got to meet Toybox, Unknown, and all the amazing streamers like Peachy and Moxie. Hell yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Good shit. So it's my favorite gateway drug, I mean VTuber, there's a reason I stalk, I mean watch Peachy. Uh-huh. I mean, yo. I've done good things for the world, what can I say? I'm a real generous, awesome guy. I'm a great, great person. And the entire world should thank me. Exhibit, you're not my first. I'm kind of a whore, but it's okay. It is okay, Salad. It's okay to be a whore. It's okay to be a whore. We don't slut shame here. We slut appreciate. So it took first as VTuber, streamer, yandere, ASM artist. Hell yeah. I mean, you're old, Exhibit. I'm literally like a couple years older than you, Sakura. So it was like my 10th ASM artist and 15th streamer. That's significantly less special sounding, but I still do appreciate it. You're a very great person, Exhibit. I know. I have 7 boyfriends. I don't know which ones are my favorite. 7 boyfriends? Is this from like a game? Is this like Diabolic Lovers or something? Or is freaking... Is that a game or is that a show? I don't know. I don't even know. Oh, you think I'm a pretty boy, Sakura? Everyone was old but me. Even the people younger than you? Sakura's looking at a freaking baby that just came out of the womb and it's like, bro, so old. Bro, been here a whole minute. She looks at a toddler and says, bro's been here a whole year. Bro's already walking. Doesn't freaking just sit and cry like I do. Just be like me, fellas. Don't learn to walk. We stay young. I think it's funny that despite watching you since your first debut, I'm the older one out of you and me. Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, not that ironic, it happens. Yes, you're pretty and old. Okay. Who needs to walk? I'm gonna start lurking. I'm making some lunch for me and my family before I go to my next class in about 3 hours from now. Alright, good luck, Belle. Good luck. Stay young, don't pop out of the womb. Yeah, this freaking Sakura be like... Sakura's like, imagine leaving the womb. Couldn't be me. Exhibit is my first ASMR artist for me to be his sort of mistress in a way, especially to handcuff him at first. Okay, well that's a pretty specific first, but you know, at least I'm a first for everyone in some way. So easy to stay young. I do that all the time. Freaking wish. I don't wanna be old and wrinkly. I wanna be like a vampire. I want to become like a vampire, and then choose someone else to also turn into a vampire so that we live together forever. For like eternity. That's like lovers or something. And then we just see the world go by, see humanity destroy itself slowly. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see, and why? Boku no Pico? For culture? Thumbs up emoji? What? Bakia BL. Baki! Boku no Pico? What? No. Boku no fucking Pico. It's like the OG freaking trauma anime that people would watch as like a challenge. Remember those freaking reaction videos where people were like, oh, watching Boku no Pico, live reaction, ah! Freaking, I think PewDiePie freaking did it and he hated it. Bro, what is this? That's such a callback. Like, why is this still relevant? Why is this still a thing? Why you still remember this? Like a vampire, you mean like Ein? She is a vampire. Holy crap, it'd be awesome if she turned me into a vampire. I don't think she would though. She kind of, I don't know. She likes to be above everyone else. She wouldn't voluntarily choose to put someone on her level. I used to be on the Boku no Pico wagon, but not anymore. I'm on my incest phase. Freaking top 10 sentences that should not exist. See my meds already? Alright, enjoy taking your meds, Baki. You're gonna fucking need them after this one. Offer to make you a vampire too, be grateful. That would be awesome. Please do make me a vampire, like unironically. If any of you ever become a vampire, please turn me into one, okay? You have my permission. Please do it. Get into contact with me. If you overanalyze Boku no Pico and be good for you if you ignore the hentai. Wait, for real? Like, is it actually, like... There's like analysis material in there? Like, are you... like, what are you talking about? Is it, like, actually, like, well-written or something? Boku no Pico could have been, like, a whole think piece on how SA affects children, but it's just hentai. Right. Yeah, like... Is it like, actually well-written outside of the hentai aspect? Is it, like, realistic? Like, what are you talking about? I would do it even if you don't consent. Down. Fair though. Or do you have an exposed vein exhibit to make it easier? I don't know. Use my shoulder or something. Salad's an elite tier overanalyzer, everyone knows this. To the point of analyzing Boku no Pico, of all things. Bro, why is Boku no Pico back in the area of relevance for everyone? Why did this climb out from the depths of hell once again? The neck, I want the neck. Okay, Sakura, you can have the neck. I'm sorry, you can have the neck. The neck. Okay, you can have the neck. Okay, we're gonna stop talking about Boku no Pico. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Okay. Boku no Pico Academia was a fucking crazy show, though. I love the part. I love the part in Boku no Pico where Deku freaking Detroit smashes the villain. That's so... I love Boku no Pico. My favorite superhero anime. Alright. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once, and why? K-pop Demon Hunters. I watched it recently, and with my parents. I love the story, and Rumi's character really connected to me. I think everyone should at least give it a try at least once. If you haven't watched it yet, please do, or you're grounded. I'm joking, but you'll love it. It's great. Written by Gunnar Bubbles. I've heard about K-pop Demon Hunters. Like, it's basically just like a show where they take the actual K-pop stars and they turn them into, like, characters in, like, a fantasy show. Which is, like, an interesting concept. And I've seen some of the art from it. It looks cool. It looks good. The characters look nice. It's very cool. I'd consider it. I've seen some good art of it. Watched it when I was 10, so I'm kind of talking out my ass, but the first episode is Pico being a victim, then he victimizes his friends afterwards. Think peace. He's consistently surrounded by people who allow the victimization to happen. Yo, you really freaking, like, analyzed Boku no Pico and, like, got the freaking... Damn. The fuck? Deku come in Boku no Pico? You never seen Boku no Pico, the superhero anime? Sal, we gotta get you some actually good fiction. When you're starved for media to watch, all you've got is Boku no Pico. So you analyze it. I saw a clip of people watching K-pop Demon Hunters in theaters, and it's just a bunch of little girls fangirling. It's so funny. Mm-hmm. I can imagine, because, like, it's K-pop, you know, that's the fan base. They're all, like, 12. Oh, you back, Baki? Got 15 to 20 minutes longer? Welcome back, Baki. Actually, I have a fan automatic idea of you, Peachy, and Moxie being the K-pop demon hunters and certain people being the main antagonists, myself included. I'm still thinking about who would be best for which roles, with Ein being the manager. Right, that's cool, Belle. Hell yeah, you should do that. Love to see that. Why you guys talking about Boku no Pico? Who do you think freaking brought it up, Baki? Bro. I'm gonna make a YouTube series called No, It Is That Woke, and hyper-analyze media that doesn't need to be analyzed. That'd be funny. Like freaking Boku no Pico analysis. That is crazy. It's interesting whenever fucked up media like actually tries to accurately portray the fucked up thing. So like it's not just for people who want like a really weird messed up fantasy. It's for people who want a weird messed up fantasy that works the way it does in real life. Which is, you know, it's interesting. Hyperanalyzing exhibits ASMR videos and explaining how unwoke he is. I'm extremely unwoke. I hate the damn woke. Damn woke. Damn libtards. Everything's too woke nowadays. I saw a movie the other day, and you wanna know what I saw? There was a woman. There was a woman in my movie. It's woke. It's crazy. These are strange times. It also hyper-analyzes ASMR videos, that's why we watch them. Yeah, that's definitely why you watch them, just to analyze. The woke left? Go after them then, yes. The woke left. Where'd they go? Isn't it crazy how everything's woke nowadays, guys? Bro, even my fucking bed is woke, okay? I was in my bed this morning, and I fucking woke. I woke. Fucking bed is turning me woke. Ugh. Bro, I played Minecraft. There's woke in Minecraft. I built a bed, and I used the bed, and then I woke up. Fucking Minecraft is woke now. So it is woke because he's not white. Yeah. I'm not white. I have no white in me. No. Never. I am 100% not white. I am only Asian. Only Asian. 100% pure. I shouldn't say pure, that's a little... 100%... I'm becoming a racist Asian now. I'm just... I'm only Asian. Only Asian. I only eat dog. I only eat dog. Half white, so that don't count. It doesn't count? Well, damn. Asians are so hot, though. They are, huh? Yeah, they are. I agree. Is it weird for me to say that about, like, my own... It's like... It's so... I feel like people wouldn't raise much of an eyebrow if I'm like, bro, I love freaking, like, I love people who are, like, half and half, right? Or I love people who are, like, I love people who are, like, half Asian. But, like, if you said freaking, like, oh, I love white people, it's like, suddenly it sounds weird. So, but then it's like, if it's only half white, then it's okay to fawn over it, I guess? Or it's okay to, like, talk about how they're cool. So, like, it's not weird for me to say, oh yeah, we half Asians are super awesome. Even though I'm basically doing the thing that people would be criticizing me for doing if it was, like, any other race. By, like, talking about how you're, like, Anyway. We're getting too deep here. We're having... That's why yes we call Exhibit Oppa, because he's clearly Korean, obviously. I eat pussy. Cats are great. Oh, I could really eat a cat right now. It's your white side saying it, no problem there. Yeah, it's like when I make race jokes about, like, Asians, it's my Asian side that's allowed to say it. But it's my white side that wants to say it. You know? But, you know, I can get away with it, cause I'm both. They can't arrest me. The woke can't arrest me! They can't cancel me, throw me in the woke prison, and inject me with estrogen, turn me into a woman under Joe Biden's government. So, Oppa, can I get pig noises? Everyone has a preference in who they wish to attract as a future partner. The best thing we can do is just accept any and all what the other person is looking for, so if he wants a sister, respect. Yeah, exactly. Love is love. Oh, that's woke. True woke is saying you can date your sister. That's true woke. Because after all, you know... Someone say estrogen? Where? Yo, Spider Guy wants the estrogen. Sakura's freaking becoming a pig. Can't go without his noises. Yeah. Like I like to be. I mean, Oppa means big brother, but in the context of Korean culture, they use it when they're speaking about people who aren't your brother, right? It's kind of like, oh, it's like a older someone who's older than you. Like, but it's like you can call someone you're like dating oppa as well. Can't you? Am I wrong? So it's like, it's one of those words where it like has, it's an expansive meaning. But it's low-key kind of incestuous. The way that the word for brother is the same as what you might call your, like, lover. Not that I'm complaining. Alright, stop talking about it. I'm gonna stop talking about weird things, man. Freaking first Boku no Pico Academia, and now we're talking incest again. I need to be normal. I need to be able to, like, attract fans that won't be put off. I need to not put off the new people when they come in, eventually. We need to talk about normal things. Let's talk about normal things. Like an older male figure as a term of endearment. Yeah, yeah. Do you prefer to be called Big Bro Exhibit or Little Bro Exhibit? I like both, depending on how I'm feeling. Let's go with whatever's the vibe. It's Little Bro when I want to be taken care of by, like, a nice older sister. It's Big Bro whenever I want to be the big bro with the cute little sister. Alright, anyway. Normal people will just leave when incest comes back. Real fans accept you for your incest. These are not... half the sentences we say in this chat are not sentences that should exist. Like, bro. Dude, the incest can't leave for one stream. It really can't. Like, it never happens, bro. I need to make a whole stream where, like, the whole point of the stream is that my objective is just to not mention incest, and that's the goal of the whole stream. Alright, what's the work of fiction you think everyone should see once and why? Anime in general, everyone needs anime. Satoru Gojo is the best work of fiction ever, but hey, Shay's and Belle's fanfics are masterpieces that also deserve to be appreciated by everyone. I've been seeing the progress of Belle's work of art, and she's amazing. I'm excited to read more. Her YN is so me for real. I relate. I also want a hot stepbrother with my Sakura. Based. I'm looking to get adopted. Right? I'm looking to get adopted. I'll be your brother. We can be siblings. There goes that challenge. I'm supposed to not talk about that. Anyway. Mention incest stream ends. Good idea. Yeah. Why Big Brother exhibit? Stream ends when we mention incest. Stream length 58 seconds. Bro, that'd be funny though in its own right. One second stream, yeah. The fanfic is an exhibit fanfic, Lamau. Can I see it? I want to see it. What the heck? I'm actually curious. You guys need to send that to me now. You've made a mistake by telling me about it, because now I'm going to demand to see it until you show it to me. I'm going to keep bringing it up. I need to see this. I'm curious what I'm like in your stories. 1 millisecond probably. Damn. I'm trying to enjoy the exhibit stream, and some moneyless, holeless, jobless, etc. Motherfucker brings up incest. Yeah, what the hell? Why are you guys being weird? Making it weird. Bringing incest into my streams. Who has to read it now? I can read it on stream. I mean, no, you can't? What do you mean I can't? I'm gonna keep asking until you show me now. Because I'm fucking curious. Show me it, Sakura. Please. You will send it to me. Send me the fanfiction, Sakura. Don't you want to be my good princessa? Hmm? Don't you want to be good for me? Don't you want to be my good girl? I know you want to. How about you obey your oppa and show me the fanfiction? Show me it, princessa. Alright, it's gonna be in my DMs in a couple minutes. Alright, guys. We lost 2 viewers because of this, by the way. I need... No, who cares? I need the freaking fanfiction. I need it now. It's worth the loss. Mm-hmm. You guys hear that? You guys hear those noises? Yo, freaking... Oh my god. I don't think I have enough time to read all of this. I gotta still read out all the freaking answers. Okay, maybe I can. Gotta... Alright, alright. I'm gonna copy all this text in case you freaking delete it now. I'm copying it. Putting it in a Google Doc. Not taking this back. Alright. Alright, so... Let's decipher this. Let's read this all out. Let's read this all out. Okay, it does not paste well. Alright, alright. Alright, I'm gonna read it now. Here we go. Oh frick, this is long. Should I, wait, what do you guys, those of you who know about the fix, should I read it now? Because it might take a while. I might not be able to read out the answers. What do you guys think? You guys think it would fit in? It's not even half the fanfic? Okay, I can't. We're gonna read the start of it, okay? We'll read the start of it. Read the start of it. Alright, YNX Exhibit A. Freaking, speaking of little sisters, freaking... Nanako's freaking voice just there. Although I would not want to view Nanako that way. She's... no, stay away. Okay. Let's read out. YNX Exhibit A. Little sis, Exhibit called. When's dinner gonna be ready? Don't call me that. Also in a bit, I yelled back. You said that 30 minutes ago. He should be grateful. That's what he should be. He wanted me to make sushi and it's my first time making it. Why couldn't he help, you ask? Guess who had 2 thumbs and had to be a dumb android? Wait, is YN an android on top of being a little sister? What? Earlier that same week? Mom, who the hell is this? I asked. Why, this is Exhibit A and Exhibit Z, your new older brother and father, sweetie. What? You got a robot father? And I'm a robot in this. Okay, I'm an android. Which makes sense because that's what I was in the original lore. It's not the case like now. But, alright, anyway. Your mom said she was carrying multiple boxes in what was supposed to be your new home for you and her. Just casually getting in... Okay. Right. It was cheap real estate in Japan. It was called a ghost house, which explained why it was so cheap to buy. You were told that the owner, before you and your mom who purchased it, died previously in their sleep. Grateful that the owner didn't get murdered or anything, but you were excited for this school year before this atomic bomb dropped on you. You've known that your mother was dating someone and that you were happy for her, but you never expected your mother's new beau to come with a kid. We didn't know what kind of kid could come with this new man into your life. Heck, you weren't even expecting him and his new son to move in with you and your mom. You're expecting another girl your age or someone younger, not a 5'9" android. Then the two of you could either become the bestest friends or worst enemies. You just hoped no matter what that you could get along with this new brother of yours. When did Mom think it was a good idea to begin dating an android? Does she hate humans that much that it was a better idea to just date some robot? Yeah, some freaking clanker? I added that last part. You thought, as you began to put your boxes into what would soon be your new home. You watched Exhibit A unload boxes back and forth into the room right next to yours. Alright, anyway, there's too much here to read. Too much here. We can dedicate a stream to it. That's a good stream idea. There's too much here for me to read. Is this android sister of cat ears? If only. But it's me who's the android. Bro, you wrote me as a clanker? What the heck? Wait, so if our mom's dating you and this is us X exhibit? Hmm. Damn. Clanker gets hot oppa. Yeah, it's an implication. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be a cool stream. Alright. I gotta read out the rest of the answers. Here we go. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once and why? The Skin I Live In is easily one of my favorite horror movies. It has everything I love in a movie, mostly Antonio Banderas, but past from being Mr. Bookbeast, it's a modern retelling of a French sci-fi book, first told way back in 1984, that now takes place in modern-day Spain. It's not an exact retelling, but it rather adds new elements to it between the characters, despite it being a body horror like The Human Centipede and having crime suspense like Seven. If you enjoy getting scared or just need a little more of Antonio Banderas in your life, this movie is for you. Written by Bell. Oh, horror movies are always cool, and it's cool that it's similar to Seven, because I actually didn't watch all of Seven, but I watched like part of it because like my moving image arts teacher got me to watch it a little bit, but I don't think I finished it because it was in school and I didn't have time. But I feel like the comparison to Human Centipede is not not something that's appealing to me, but yeah. Cool. Horror movies could be cool. They can be real works of art. So your dad is dating our mom and we're dating you. Yes. As it should be. As nature intended. Exhibit oppa, but you can't be a clanker, right? I'm not. It's a story. They were writing, trying to make me seem bad. Propaganda. two exhibits, Exhibit A, you, and another exhibit who's supposed to be your dad, Exhibit Z. Why is my dad also named Exhibit? Alright, guys. Alright, I'm gonna try to read through these a little quicker. What's the work of fiction you think everyone should see, and why? Link click. I've said it many times before, and I'll say it again. I believe it's a good show to watch. I can't say much without spoiling, but I will say I enjoyed it. Everything about the show, from the animation to the characters, to the music, chef's kiss. I will say, from the screen to the ring to the pen to the king, if you will. I will say in the beginning, it may not seem much is happening, but trust it'll all come together and only get better from there. Written by KitKat, a link clicker. I've heard of that, but I'm not sure what it's about. Link click. Oh, it's an anime? Okay. Link click. Yeah, I have no idea what it's a... Here's the thing, right? I feel like I'll never watch something if I'm only just told it's good. I need to, like, kind of be told what the plot is. And sometimes I can spoil it, I get that, but it's like... Otherwise, like, I'm not gonna watch something just because people say it's good. Like, I need to... Just because people think it's good doesn't mean that I'll like it. I need to know what I would like about it. I need to know enough details to be able to decide. So a lot of people will be like, oh, this is really good. Just go in without going blind. And it's like, you know, fair enough. I believe you when you say that's the case. It's just I'm probably never going to end up watching it without details, because then it's like, what is there to make me interested? All I know about this show is that it's good, but there's a lot of things that are good. But, I don't know, that's just the kind of way I am. But sometimes, I can take recommendations sometimes, but like, I don't know. Human Centipede is disturbing, but the idea was good. The idea was good? You mean sewing people to each other so that people shit into each other's mouths is a good idea? You think sewing people together so that they're all stuck in a big line in one digestive tract, so the person at the front shits into the person's mouth, and then they all shit into each other's mouths, and it all goes down the digestive tract. You think that's a good idea? You think that's a good idea? I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that should happen. I don't think that should occur. I think it's... Why did someone make a movie about that? Why? I think it's a great idea. Unknown. Fucking Unknown and Peachy's Forbidden Chocolate. Enough of this. Enough of this. We've somehow devolved into talking about weirder things. How'd we get here? This is my fault. This is my fault. I created this. I feel about evil Antonio, who traps a woman and keeps her away from the world in order to reclaim his tragic past before it became corrupted. So I don't know what that... I haven't watched that, so I have no idea. But I think that kidnapping women is pretty cool, so I do approve of that part. We've genuinely devolved as a fan base. I think so. It's my fault. I did this. This is my fault. I need to take responsibility. I need to fix you guys. I need to, like... This is my fault. This is all my fault. What have I done? What have I done? Like, I'm rethinking my life right now. I'm like, what have I done? Is this... Do I want this to be my legacy? Do I want this to be my effect on the world? Do I want this to be the fruits of my labor? I remember the craziest thing was me saying exhibit spread your seed when you're planting stuff in Minecraft. Yeah, everything was so tame back then. It was still funny, but it was more subtle. What the heck? What changed? It's cause sexual jokes are so easy, right? It's so easy. Like, low-key, I do want to make a little less sex jokes. Not because I don't like sex jokes, but because I feel like I lean on them too much. I want to make other kinds of jokes too, you know? But, like, what is funny aside from sex? There's nothing. There's nothing interesting in this world aside from sex. Sex is all that matters. That's the issue. That is the fundamental issue of human existence. What is there aside from sex? There's nothing. It's all sex. It's all sex. That's all there is. All on the TV, all in the world, and the way everywhere you go, you look, it's sex. That's all it is. That's all that matters. It's not just that sex is part of life, it is life. It is what creates it. So there can be nothing. There can be nothing outside of it. That is the threat that I'm up against. So how do I make a joke that isn't a sexual joke? In the face of that, in the face of this existential reality. Do I dare? Do I dare to step out of what exists? I don't know. It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. Yeah. Family Guy. So but don't corrupt the innocent souls here. Yeah, Lily's about to get corrupted now too. Because it's only a matter of time. Lily's newer here and she's gonna become like the rest of you now. No. It's us the fans going crazy, and if anything, it's me and my twins' fault for bringing the Moxie world so close to yours. I don't think Moxie is the only reason I started acting like this. I was already kind of heading in this direction. We innocent people are still here, be considered. You really innocent, Sakura? I feel like that's changing a lot. Bro. Okay. Next one. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once and why? 1984. It was a warning, not a how-to guide, written by Riku. Yeah. The world's becoming more totalitarian and strange, and like people are seized in power. Bro predicted a lot of things. Like, you can't even... Bro, you can't even... The world is literally 1984 now, guys. Like, just the other day, I was beating up someone for the color of their skin, and then someone came and then said I can't do that. Literally 1984. Literally 1984. That's so fucked up, guys. We can't do anything now. Alright, just the other day, I was, like, freaking choking orphans to death. And then someone came up to me and was like, that's mean. You can't do that. What the actual fuck? Literally 1984. Literally 1984. Yo, calm down, Salad. I was talking about a tin skin. It was a robot. It was a clanker. Alright, not a human. That's what I meant by the color of their skin. We all hate clankers here, come on. That's base, though. Did you say that before I mentioned that it was clankers, or not? I don't want my reputation to be the shit-eater. Then change your ways now, unknown, before it becomes that way. Change your ways. Change and grow as a person. I'm half clanker. No. Now replace clankers with Mexicans. Not so funny, huh? Actually, that's even funnier. That was a good idea. That was a great idea, Salad. Good call. I mean, after? Uh-huh. Heavy on the change, grow as a person. Yeah. What have I become? I don't know, unknown. Okay. One second. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once and why? Either the comic or movie, but I think Batman the Killing Joke. Mainly for people to see how one bad day can affect a person and how they respond can take their path. Written by Pop-Tart Snake. Yeah, I've heard of that. I haven't seen it. I think I've seen clips of it, though. But, like, yeah, I think it would be it is true that, like, you know, good people can become bad just from, like, one bad day. Or, like, not even, you know, or just accumulation of experiences. I think we're all very malleable and changeable. I think even really bad people sometimes come from, like, understandable places. I think a lot of people who do things that we think of as, like, evil, or people who that we think of as evil, are, like, victims of circumstance in their own way, and they became that way because they, in some fashion, don't know any better, or have been hurt so much that they think it's justified. You know? If circumstances affect us and mold us, and I think that's important to keep in mind. You know? It's easy to judge people for being bad, but it's harder to recognize that we might be the same way if our lives had gone differently. That's the harder thing to do. And when you think about it that way and realize that that could have been you if your life had gone differently, then you start to realize that there's not such a big difference between you and those people. And then you stop wanting to just mindlessly punish them, and you start wanting to make a society where those people don't come about, where you can maybe reform people, you know? Because at the end of the day, the objective is making a good world, not punishing. That's what I think. If I said I'd suck the fart out of Exhibit's ass, I can't be surprised if I'm labeled as fart sucker. That's a good point, Salad. That's a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it. That's... Jeez. That's a great way to put it. You know, I think people in the world are way too obsessed with, like, revenge, right? And, like, I get it. If someone does something really horrible, like, you're gonna hate them. You're gonna really want to see them freaking suffer. I get that. But I think we literally care more about making bad people suffer than, like, making good people's lives better. Where our priorities are totally backwards, right? Like, why do you think people have conversations about, like, oh, we might develop the technology to make, people serve, 1,000-year sentences in the course of just 5 minutes using a technology that slows down their brain time or whatever. Why would people talk about that if not for the fact that the priority is just suffering, right? It's not about keeping the bad people out of society. It's about, like, freaking, like, torture. It's about just making people hurt as much as possible. And I get it. Some people make you really mad and you want to do that to them. But, like, you have to think about this, right? Countries and institutions and all that prioritize, you know, like countries and places that prioritize reforming people over actually just making them suffer and punishing them, have lower crime rates. Like, it shows in the statistics and the results that the better way to, like, make society run that creates better outcomes for innocent people, for everyone, is that we actually try to, like, reform people and understand where people come from when they do bad things. So it's kind of stupid to just be like, oh, like, we just need to make them... The most important thing is to make bad people suffer as much as possible. It's like, no. The most important thing is that good people can live good lives. That's the most important thing. But we forget that. We hate bad people more than we love good people, and I think that's a problem. Because I think we can help stop bad things from happening if we think, you know, what's causing it. Maybe I could have been that way if my life had gone differently. So how can we make sure these people's lives go differently so that they don't become this way? Because at the end of the day, whether we like to admit it or not, circumstances play such a big part in who we become. If your life had gone differently, you would have been a murderer, right? That's the truth. If you've been born during certain periods of time in history where whole countries collectively, like, did genocide, you know, there's, like, freaking Nazi Germany and shit. Like, if you, like, there's certain places, certain periods of history where if you were born there, you would have been one of the people, like, supporting really horrible things. Purely because of the circumstances of your birth. Because then you'd be surrounded by all those influences that are making you want to do that. And if you think about that fact, and you recognize that, it becomes weird, because then you're like, fuck. The only reason that I'm not a horrible ass fucking person is that I wasn't born in a place where I was surrounded by all this horrible shit where everyone's horrible and bad, and they're making me bad. And obviously choice plays a big part, right? Because even in this world, and where your circumstance you were currently born in, you could have chosen to be bad, right? But the difficulty in that changes depending on the circumstances. If you were born, like, you know, if do you think you would have been Anne Frank if you were born in World War II? Probably not. There was only one Anne Frank, right? There was only a few, not, there was a small minority of people who actually did the right thing in those situations. Most people were the kind of people who would have reported their neighbor, right? Most people are the kinds of people who would have, you know, fallen in line with it. Not just for the sake of survival, because that's one thing. If you're just doing it to survive, that's one thing. But it's another thing if you genuinely support those things, right? If you genuinely support evil ideologies. And so it's a weird thing to think about, because it's hard to deny that it's true. If you were born in those periods of history, you would have been what we now view as evil. But then if you think about that, it's like, okay, that's kind of weird how arbitrary it is, how easy it is to be evil, you know? And so maybe good people and bad people aren't as different as we think. Maybe the only difference is that some people, you know, grew up differently. Some people, things, you know, just didn't turn out the way they're supposed to. And maybe for other people, they had just one bad day. And it's complicated because, you know, there's exceptions. There's people who are just evil for no reason. It happens. But sometimes even when someone is evil for no reason, that's just what we think. Maybe it's not for no reason. Maybe there was a reason. When we think of someone like, oh yeah, someone can become evil for no reason. Sometimes some people are just heartless. Some people just don't care about people and want to kill. It's like, okay, why? Is it because their brain is that way? Is it because they were born that way? Is it because they kind of have, like, lower empathy? Because that counts as a reason. That's not no reason. If someone really does end up going out and killing people for no reason, there was a reason for that. And it's because they're fucked in the head. That counts as a reason. There's usually always a reason. People don't just do things for no reason. It's just not how humans work. And so if we want to solve these problems, and you really genuinely care about making the world better, not just making people suffer and harming people just because it's fun to make evil people suffer, if you actually care more about making the world better for people, oftentimes the solutions are a little counterintuitive. Sometimes it actually involves trying to see things from the perspective of the people that you never want to empathize with. Sometimes that's what it means. And that's difficult. But it works. And that's what I have to say about that. Anyways. You can see it today with people reporting innocent people to ICE. Granted, they're not going to concentration camps, but sometimes they're sending them to basically die in their home countries. Yeah, there's still a lot of really crappy things going on even now, to be honest. It's like, it's not as bad, it's still... There's a lot of people who deny that even now there's, like, bad things going on. But they're going on. They're happening. People are slowly starting to realize that, though, I feel like. People are starting to realize that people have been trying to warn about these things for a long time. And we've ignored them, but they're becoming too obvious now for people to ignore, you know? That's the kind of world we're living in. We're slowly becoming more and more split into two halves of the world. One half, which denies that any of that's going on and are actively supporting the bad things, and the other half, which is now realizing that it's happening and is distancing themselves from the other half. And soon there's going to be a divide where it's kind of hard to, like, bridge the gap, you know? Anyway, I'm kind of just rambling. Don't lower my social credit. 小声好生活，真少有冰淇淋。I love watching him yap. He says a lot in my head that I've used to be afraid about even verbalizing it growing up. Really? Do you have an example of that? That's actually interesting. But yeah, I hope you guys like my philosophy and stuff. I feel like I have less of those rambles nowadays. You know? And I wish I still... I feel like... Because it's hard, yeah, but like... I still want to have rambles like that because it's fun, because it's cool. I like to be smart. I like to ramble. I like to talk about smart things. Better than incest talks. Yeah, a lot better. But yeah. Gotta improve society, guys. Alright, let's go through these next ones. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once and why? Horror fiction. I just don't like gore. Written by Lily. Yeah, I mean, well, that's not a specific work of fiction. That's a whole genre. But, like, yeah, horror is cool. I need to watch more horror stuff. Like, I haven't watched a lot of horror recently. Or read a lot of horror recently. I definitely should, I miss the intellectual talks. I do too. Like, it doesn't come as naturally to me anymore. Because I don't study. I feel like I don't have as much time to think anymore, you know? I'm busy all the time. You know, and also, like, I don't study philosophy anymore. I want to, like, study. I want to, like, learn these things. I want to learn more about philosophy, about the world, about deep things. But I don't know where to learn it. I don't know where. Like, who out there is there to, like, teach me these things? You know? Like, I don't know where to find it. And I also don't know who to listen to, because everyone seems like they're talking crap nowadays. You know? Yeah, bro, you should play this horror game called Corpse Party. I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. I could bring it back. I can start playing it again. I can resume where I left off. But you're probably going to be working whenever I stream it. You're going to miss it. I love the philosophy. One of the main reasons I kept coming. I'm glad to hear that. I just wish I did it more. Albert Einstein dated his cousin, so yeah, exactly. And I think that's... So, if you date your cousin, then you're like Albert Einstein. Don't you want to be like Albert Einstein? Don't you want to be smart? VOD Squad, yeah. I do appreciate people who watch the VODs, because I like people to experience what I stream. It's not even for... because I don't even get ad revenue, right? It doesn't really help me much in terms of that. I guess it kind of boosts my channel, but like... but only a little bit. But I appreciate VOD watchers just because I like when people experience it. I like people to see the streams, even just for its own sake. Stream in the morning or something, I will help you and stuff. I will literally send you my schedule, bro. Honestly, maybe I can start having people send me their schedules so I can, like, keep them in mind. That might genuinely be a thing I should start doing. It's never gonna leave this chat. It's fucking not... I'm literally staying away from the topic, and you guys are pulling it back in. Like, I'm talking about, like, serious things now. Alright? I was literally just talking about Nazi Germany, and you guys are bringing incest into this again. I just can't, I can't escape that topic, bro. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see, and why? Why is this coming up again? Boku no Pico, and then in brackets, I wish it were real. Why did 2 people mention... Why? What? There's no name on it this time. Maybe it was Baki again. Maybe he did it twice. Why? What are you guys doing? What have I done? What have I done? Like, genuinely. Where did I go wrong? Why did... Assuming Baki didn't just write this twice, like, 2 people, 2 separate people had the same idea to mention this godforsaken thing. Why? What are you... What... That is... You look, you gotta kill your fanbase? I think so. What the frick? Why does Boku no Pico come up twice? And they didn't... This is like... This wasn't added on, like, after seeing the stream, so it's not like someone watching the stream, like, added this on as they were watching. Right? This was before the stream. They didn't know that someone else wrote Boku no Pico. They didn't know. They just happened to want to bring it up. I wish it were real, bro. It is... Anyway. Boku no Pico watch along went, no. No. I swear it wasn't me. Who else freaking did this? What's going on? Brag. Was it you, Prague? There, King. Thank you, Belle. I needed that. Bro, we're just gonna move on now. Alright. We're just gonna move on now. I miss the old Exhibit fanbase. Straight from the gold Exhibit fanbase. I hate the new Exhibit fanbase. I'm assuming that's like a song or something. Alright. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once and why? Death Note, definitely, but there's something better next two-step ahead. There's something better. Next two-step ahead mukbang gave me literal chills. Always two steps ahead. Written by Skylore. Yeah, in fairness, that was kind of cool. It was like, bro spent his whole... We thought this guy was just the biggest, most fat person ever. He was the humongestest, eating all the time. And then he freaking reveals that he's been thin the whole time, and he's just pre-recorded all those videos of him eating, so that everyone was dunking on him, and meanwhile he freaking went on a fitness journey. How do you... There's like... That's legendary, you know? Like, you can't... People need to keep talking about that. That was, like, crazy. Like, how do you do that? How do you trick the entire world into thinking that you are, like, the most unhealthy creature and that you're literally about to die from, like, how much you're eating, but the whole time you've, like... You're two steps ahead. Went from gooning for Exhibit to enjoying philosophy with Exhibit. We actually became smarter, so now we have depression. That's the thing with being smart. It makes you depressed, because then you realize how fucked up the world is. Ignorance is bliss, as they say. There's a lot of things in this world that, if you don't know about it, you'll be a lot happier off, because then you'll believe that the world is a place of sunshine and rainbows. You'll believe that the real world is like a slice-of-life anime, where bad things occasionally happen, but the world is overall nice and fluffy. That's not the case. The world is actually a rather horrible place where good things sometimes happen. And when you're smart, you realize that, and so that's why smart people are depressed. It's because reality is depressing. It's because the world is a bit of an existential horror if you think about it. But hey, it's not beyond saving, but it's going to take a lot of work. And we can do little things to make it better. But at the end of the day, sometimes we need to protect ourselves. Sometimes we need to insulate ourselves, depending on the situation. We don't need to go interacting with horrible people all the time. We can just keep nice people in our circle and try to make our own circles good. Help those around us, even if we can't help everyone. You can't save the world, but you can still save someone's world. And that means something. And a lot of us think it doesn't mean... A lot of us forget that that means something. A lot of us are so focused on saving the world and changing the world that we don't care about changing a life. But if everyone changed a life, then the world would be changed. And so maybe you should accept that you can't change the world. And you should accept that, but realize that that doesn't mean that you can't do something really amazing. Because there's a lot of things you can do that are really amazing that aren't changing the world. So there's no reason to get hopeless and nihilistic over the fact that you can't change the world, because why you gotta change the world? That's not the only amazing thing that you can do. Is that you, like librarians, so you can pound the depression out of the... Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I tried to save Sakura's world, but no. What do you mean? Save the world. My final message. Goodbye. Nikocado Avocado is generally so interesting, all his drama and everything. I could spend hours relearning about it. He is an interesting fellow. And then you can look back on, like, his, there's times whenever he, like, foreshadowed what he was doing. He was like, oh, I'm gonna be one step ahead of everybody. I'm gonna be tricking, and everyone freaking laughed at him and was like, bro, what is this fatty talking about? Then he actually did do that, and everyone was like, bro. And then there's all these clips of him foreshadowing it, and they're like, bro, he was telling the truth. The Nikocado versus Stephanie Sue drama was so interesting. I don't know who Stephanie Sue is. Basically, the world has no purpose. We're free to do whatever we want, and most of us naturally want to make the world better. Bye, Baki. Oh, bye-bye. Rest well. We are free to do whatever we want. We are. We are. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to convince someone why they should be a good person, because I used to think you could convince someone how to be a good person by, like, being like, well, it'll make your life better, you know? It's better for you in the long run. But it's like, there's also a lot of evil people who are happy, so it's like, how do you convince someone to be a good person? It's very hard, because I've had times in my life where I've, like, wondered, why should I be a good person? Like, I just don't care. And in that situation, I try to think of reasons. I'm like, why should I care? You know, why does it matter? How will it affect me? You know? And I can convince myself using things like, oh, I want to be a good person because it'll make me happier in the long run, because good people are happier in the long run. But that's not always the case. A lot of good people are really depressed. A lot of bad people are really happy. But I think it's one of those things where sometimes you can't really convince someone, you know? Because either you want to or you don't sometimes. Like, sure, there's some reasons you can give. There's some reasons, you know? There's some reasons you can give, but then it's like, you can always get around that. You can always get around that and be like, well, actually, you could probably still... Maybe you'd feel a little more guilty, you'd have a bit more of a guilty conscience, you'd suffer a bit more if you were a bad person, but maybe you'd gain more in return. Maybe it would be worth it from your perspective if you're purely thinking about yourself, you know? But one thing I've realized is that I do want to be a good person, you know? Because at the end of the day, why is it that I'm looking for a reason to be a good person? Why is it that I'm looking for a justification if I don't already want to be one, right? So I'm there thinking to myself, why should I be a good person? Why? But then the real question is, why am I asking that question? The fact that I'm asking that question is proof that I just want to be a good person anyway. You know, if I'm looking for a reason. So one thing that I've realized is, you know, I do want to be a good person. And, you know, there's times in my life when I've stopped caring about being a good person, and then in those periods you know, it's like, I don't want to be that anymore, you know? I don't want to be that. It doesn't feel right. I don't know what my reason is. Sometimes I look for a reason, but maybe I don't need one. Maybe I can just do it, you know? Maybe that's human. Maybe I just want to be human. Ironic, considering I'm supposed to be an android in that fanfiction. I'm similar to my self-exhibit. I always viewed relationships, situations, and almost everything through a logical view, with my brain and reasoning, than a view that comes from my heart and soul/nature. You can't sometimes convince them, but the way we work, it's possible to appeal to their egoistic side. It's in their egoistic interest to make the world a better place. Yeah, like, I flip-flop on that, because sometimes I think, you know, it's better. There's a selfish reasons you can give as to why someone should be good. Then other times I'm like, not always, maybe. I don't know, it's complicated, because, like, it's so... There's so many angles to take on it. And now I feel like I'm resorting back to that answer where it's like, oh, it depends. It's like, it's such a cop-out answer, but that's where we are right now. That's why making the world a better place works at scale, yeah. You can't change the world, probably, but you can change small things. You can change someone's world, and that's a big deal. Here's the thing, right? You can change someone's life. Most of us here actually genuinely have the power to change someone's life. And that's not something we think about. That is not a thing that we think about. We're thinking, oh, how can we make a difference? It's like, okay, here's how you can make a difference, right? There's certain charities and things that you can give money to where they give you an estimated number and they're like, oh, when we receive X amount of money, we estimate that we have saved approximately one life. So if you theoretically were to get that amount of money and give it to them, you would genuinely you'd be straight up saving one person's life. Hang on one moment. I want to get the statistic. The life you can save. Okay, so there's a charity called The Life You Can Save, which specializes in, like, treating people, like, I think it's malaria, or at least some kind of disease. It's like a treatable disease, but people die from it because they can't afford the treatment for it. So, if over the course of your whole... Now, obviously, this is a lot of money, right? You wouldn't be able to do this at once. But theoretically, if you really wanted to save someone's life, you could spend your life saving up the money to give $4,500, like, over the course of your whole life. Obviously, it's a lot of money. If you gave that amount of money, you would save... Wait, 1 second. Is that to save one life? No, it's gotta be less than that. I thought it was, Yeah, okay, I guess it's, yeah, it's that amount. 1 second. Yeah, it's like... That... You would save one life, right? With that amount of money. Which is interesting. Because then you think about, okay... Okay, I guess most people can't do that at the moment. How much money do people earn throughout their life? I'm getting a bit confused now. I was trying to do, like, an easy philosophical talk here, but... Anyway... Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys get the idea. It's like, there are real differences you can make, even with, like, donating money. And you don't even need to give that, like, high amount of money. It's like, you can give a little bit, and then you're, like, part of the reason why someone's life is saved, you know? Point is, we have a lot of power, right? Not the power to change the world, but we have a lot of power in terms of, like, small things and individual lives. And that's a big deal. So, anyway. That's... Yeah. Enjoy when Exhibit gets all wise like this. It's actually hot and proper of his old age. Bet you think so. Fetus is not a cute word. Bebe is better. You call a fetus a bebe? Bebe. love everyone here, whether I agree or disagree with them. I feel like these talks always opens us to new perspectives. We're all humans that want the best for our Earth, our country, even just our families. Yeah. You want the best. Most people do, but they just disagree on what the best is. They disagree on... Bebe is baby. I figured, but then you're saying... You said bebe is better than fetus, the word, so I was like, are you using those words to describe the same thing? But yeah, But yeah, anyway, where was I? Point is, you can actually, people underestimate the difference that they can make, you know? And like, if you give money to like a homeless person, you're helping them like feed themselves, you know? That's a big deal. Like, there's so many people who want to change the world, but those people have never volunteered for like a homeless shelter, and it's like, if you want to save, why do you want to save the world, but you don't want to save one life, or you don't want to help one person, you know? Why do you want to save, like, isn't that just that's like a smaller version of saving the world? It should still be, but people forget that. They put that aside, because to them it's not important. To them it's not a big deal. They're like, saving the world, I want to do that, because that's big and glorious. But I don't care for helping, like, a couple people, or helping them with their lives, or changing their lives, and it's like, well, you want to save the world, right? This is how you do it. That's what it actually means. You do it on a smaller scale, then you're changing someone's world. Anyway, hope I've made my point. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once, and why? You should try to see The Last Kingdom. It's about UK and the Vikings invasion, have lots of action, and funniest, I fall in love by that series. Written by Chifer. Okay, it's a little bit grammatically incorrect and hard to understand, but he's saying The Last Kingdom. It's about Viking invasions, and it has lots of action, and he fell in love with that series. That's what he's saying. Very cool. I've never heard of The Last Kingdom. I've never heard of it. Alright, I'm gonna flip through these quickly. I've been taking too long. I need to go to sleep, like, really soon. Alright, what's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once, and why? I didn't understand the question at first, so I'm submitting a better answer. Once again, fantasy, because it's very underrated and it heals souls. That's a genre again. You did a genre again, but I appreciate you submitting another answer. But fantasy is cool. I do like fantasy. Super awesome. Okay, 1 second. Okay, got a few more to do. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once, and why? Corpse Party, Blood Covered. It's such a good game, and I think a man by the name of Exhibit A, VTuber, should finish playing it. Written by Salad. Okay. Listen, I'll finish it, okay? I'll finish it. I will go back. I will go back. I will. Yeah, exactly, Unknown. That's such a perfect way to put it. I want to save the world. I just need 1 cent to be able to fix my life. Ew, get away from me, Brokey. Exactly, it's like we like the idea of it because it makes it seem like heroic and cool. But then, when you actually get a chance to do something good, it's like you don't want to do it. You know? So then why do you really want to be saving the world? It's just an egotistical thing at that point. You should listen to the part of you that wants to save the world, because that part of you is real, and that part of you wants to make the world better. And that part of you, you can satisfy that part of yours. We all have a part of ourselves that wants to save the world. But we don't have to save the world to satisfy that part of ourselves. We can also satisfy that part of ourselves by just helping people, by doing little smaller things. That is something, you know, it's not as grand, but it still fulfills that part of you that wants to do something important, that wants to do something good. And if you can learn to be satisfied with smaller things, then you can fulfill that side of yourself that you'd otherwise feel like you'd never be able to do. Because, you know, savior complex, let's go. Okay, that's not good either. But we're getting too nuanced now. I need to talk about the nuances of, like, oh, doing good things for people without getting a savior complex or without getting arrogant. There's so many... There's a lot of psychology that goes into it, and I'm not enough of an expert to guide you on how to, like, do good things without causing... without becoming arrogant, without becoming full of yourself. There's an art to that as well. And that can be difficult. You know? You gotta take your ego out of it. Alright, I'm not turning on the music because I'm hoping to finish this soon. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once, and why? Okay, unironically, I think everyone should watch Devilman Crybaby. It made me shift my views from being a nihilistic 16-year-old to realizing that life actually matters, even if we're all gonna die someday, and enjoy it to the fullest. It also showed me not to trust white twinks, written by Salad. Real. Okay, I've never watched Devilman Crybaby. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It seems kind of cool. It seems kind of weird, kind of wild, kind of chaotic, like wacky and like trippy. But it's interesting to hear that it like has like a lesson in it that kind of does that. That makes it sound interesting. Like it teaches me, and I always thought it was like a weird fucked up thing. And I guess it is. But if there's like a deep message in it, that's nice. That's cool. Maybe I should check it out. The I can fix him / her is also dangerous. Yeah, it is. But like I could fix her. I could fix her. I could fix the hot mentally ill girl. I could do that, totally. It's freaky as hell, but it's very good. Freaky. Okay, last few ones. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see, and why? Spec Ops: The Line, usually a game overlooked by the general public because of the Call of Duty clone aesthetic. Its marketing tried to cover up all the plot twists of the game in the promotional material, so it sadly didn't sell well at the time. My favorite thing about the story is how it taught me how people lie to themselves as a coping mechanism, and what extents they go to cope with pain and grief. Playing it blind was one of the best experiences I had. The final plot twist is comparable to the plot twist in Oldboy. Really? And it changed the... That's saying a lot. And it changed the protagonist in a similar, broken, and extreme way. There are 4 endings, though, unlike a movie in which you can only get one ending. Sadly, the game isn't being sold because of licensing issues, but you can still get it the piratey way. I have a zip file if anyone's interested. Yeah. Sadly, no incest, but such is life. Bro, it always gets mentioned. Written by, obviously, Prague. PD, I became a Rin and Len fan. Uvu couldn't help it. Right. Well, okay, that does make it sound really interesting to me, actually, like, genuinely, and if it has that big of a plot twist. And I like games with multiple endings, that's cool. I think I've seen gameplay of it before. I like the idea of playing, like, a military kind of game that, like, has, like, really good story. Because, like, Call of Duty gets kind of generic sometimes, but something that is like that, but more imaginative and more stuff in it, like, better, more of, like, a really well-written story, that might be interesting. Yeah, it does sound interesting, doesn't it, Spider Guy? What if I wanted you to make me worse? Make me make you a sandwich. Go make me a sandwich, Belle. Go make me a sandwich, stupid bitch. Anyway, I don't know why I did that. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once, and why? Don't clip that, guys. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. I think everyone should watch the anime Nier Automata version 1.1a because it's peak fiction, and it made me sob on multiple occasions because I'm hashtag empathetic AF. and it's a great adaptation of the game, but you should watch it after you play both Nier Replicant and Nier Automata, which are also peak fiction, written by Spider. That's true. I do want to play through Nier, and I want to make that 9S audio, because it would help. It would get lots of views, and it would also just be good. It would be a good piece of work. Good piece of art. Clip it. No, don't. Yo, thanks for the sandwich, Bell. There we go. It's clipped exhibit. It's clipped exhibit likes making women make him stuff like sandwiches and babies. Mm-hmm. This is true. I like when women do that for me. It is true. All right. Good girl, Belle. Good girl. Yes, the 9S audio. I'm starving over here. Yes. It'll be. I'll make it. I'll make it someday. I have to play through the whole freaking game first before I can do that. Probably, or maybe part of. I don't know. All right, last one. What's a work of fiction you think everyone should see once, and why? Okay, I've glazed Nier so much. I think everyone knows how much I love it, so I'm gonna shift gears and also recommend Andor. You don't even need to know a ton about Star Wars to watch it. It's a great show. There's no space wizards with laser swords. It's a story about normal average Joes who have been pushed to the breaking point by oppression and fascism. And unlike most other Star Wars properties that are kind of family or kid-oriented, Andor is definitely intended for a more mature audience, which leads to a very grounded story that takes its time delivering its message. So much of it hits very close to home with shit that's going on in the world, and it's so obviously a commentary on things that are happening and have happened all throughout history. It's just so gas. I highly recommend. Written by Spider. Yeah, I'm actually interested in Andor. I haven't watched it, but like it looks cool, and heard people like analyze it and talk about it, and it does seem really interesting. And you know, as I like Star Wars, so like a more serious show where it's like the people, you know, that it might be interesting to see it from the perspective of like ordinary rebels and stuff. And like it does just seem quite interesting. I do kind of wish there was space wizards with laser swords, because that is one of the parts I like a lot about Star Wars, one of the parts I like most. But it might be interesting as well to just see like more of the universe, you know. And it's a more serious take on it, because like Star Wars the movies, they're kind of like almost fairy tale-esque, and like it's very hopeful, and like it's very, you know, it's like a fairy tale, you know. But then you see like the dark, that you see what it's like for the people who aren't the lucky main characters who like have plot armor, you know, or you see what it's like for the people who like aren't like Jedis chosen by the Force to have like a certain purpose, you know. So like, you know, that might be interesting. This 9S is going to cause irreversible damage to Spider. 9S and not Gojo audios. You broke my heart. I need to stay away from like really, really mainstream anime, because they always attract the toxic fan bases. I can't do that. I made that mistake when I made my Todoroki videos, and there's a reason why those have been unlisted now. They're still watchable, but they're unlisted, and it's because I don't want more My Hero Academia fans in here. Um, which, by the way, if you liked that show, that's fine. I just mean most of them are weird, not all of them. That being said, a lot of people don't like it anymore because it turned out to be weird. Sakura. Sakura. Try getting into Star Wars, not my cup of tea, but I will forever be with my own favorite sci-fi show, Doctor Who. Doctor Who is really awesome. I wish I could travel in a TARDIS. I would go so many places. It would be so cool. I'd love that. You'd never run out of places to go. You'd never run out. My ex was a My Hero Academia fan. She complained about the fandom. Yeah, even she complained about the fandom. We're the mukbang then. No, Sakura's heart is breaking. I'm sorry. Never seen My Hero Academia, but I remember avoiding it because I've heard bad stuff about the fandom. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Can we get a Reiner Braun telling me, and only me, everything's gonna be okay? Can I do his voice? I forget what he sounds like in English. I've only heard him in Japanese. But then maybe one in Japanese, but I can't speak Japanese. Ere. Ere. Um. Salad. It's gonna be okay. cheering you on. There's a titan in that heart of yours. There's a you've got you're strong, you can make it. You've got the heart of an armored titan. Even if the problems in your life are colossal, you can always make it through with the spirit of freedom, of strength, like an armored titan. Ashley Graves audio went. I can't do Ashley Graves. Ask Peachy for that. She'll happily do one of those at some point whenever she starts doing ASMR, which I am trying to talk her into, by the way. You're welcome, guys. I'm helping you guys out here. I hope you appreciate the work I'm doing here, all right? I hope you appreciate this. I'm trying to get I'm working on this. She will do it at some point. I'm making sure of that. I'm doing a service for the world right now. Reiner Watashi has feelings for you. No. It's like he's actually saying it to me. Thank you, Exhibit. You're the coolest. Hell yeah. I know I am. And now I need a shower. Why was that so good? And I'm also watching Attack on Titan right now. Still on season 1. Okay. It's good that I didn't explicitly spoil anything. Now do Namgyu voice tell me everything's gonna be okay. I haven't watched beyond the first season of Squid Game. I don't know. I don't even know what he sounds like. I'm sorry. Does this mean we can expect more video game based ASMRs from you, like a Mario ASMR? It's me, Mario. I'm here to comfort you after your nightmare. Oh no, there. It is all going to be okay. Oh, I will comfort you by giving you I will make you a pepperoni pizza. How does that feel? How do you feel about that? Or maybe some spaghetti? Oh, Mario, what's happening? Oh, Luigi, I'm just comforting the listener here. Oh, oh no. Is everything okay? Yeah, anyway. Bro. No, he hates me. No, Sakura, I don't hate you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Exhibit, I will pay $500, not true, to make Reiner Braun ASMR. That's peak Exhibit. You're so good with those voices. Glad you think so. She's mine now, Exhibit? What the heck? What? Sakura, I don't hate you. Can't we both have Sakura? Can't we all just have each other? Wouldn't that be nice? How much for a piece of you in jail? Oh, sorry. A piece of you in a jar for research purposes. Why do you want me in a jar? Not the jar. Is this like the... Is it like the My Little Pony jar? Bro. Okay, now Exhibit, pretend to be Reiner and ask to marry me. Let me think about how to do this. Salad. Will you marry me? Together we will be. We will. I'm trying to think of like a pun. Like a pun from like, I don't know. Salad will get married. We'll have a very colossal wedding. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you all very much for being here. It's been super fun. I've loved it very much. It's been a cool stream. And without further ado, I will see you in the next stream. Bye-bye. Because it would be a tiny green alien that's secretly been living in the closet and skitters around the house when you're asleep.
I've been living in your closet. I'm in your eyes. Oh. I'm in your house. It is mine now.